Okay, I was asked a question, so I'm just going to answer the question as quick as I can. Is that okay? A gentleman comes on to the internet and he's talking about Pat Robertson, the fellow creationist of Ken Ham. Let's not make a big joke of ourselves. So does anybody know how old the Earth is? 65 million, a billion, 2 billion? Well, what's the answer? Well, it's pretty simple. The Earth is as old as it is. Whatever the age might be to one might be different from another. If you're calculating in Earth time, according to what happens in Earth time, it goes, the question is, Earth is a product of the soil that we grow the bones out of. If we were growing bones for millions and millions of years, wouldn't the Earth disappear? My take on Earth is it's frozen in hell. God calls on the making of the coming of Earth. He takes out a big hammer like Thor and he bangs the bell and the bell shatters and all the Earth falls to the ground. Or he cuts out a big ice cube or a pyramid and he puts it on the ground. But wait a second. What was that? Oh, okay, yes, I hear you over there. Okay, yes, okay, hold on a second. They're asking for the first beam. This is the first beam of Earth. It rusted. Rusted right into the ground. That when you looked in the ground, all it looked like was rust. And on top of it, they put some soil and then rock. And then they put soil. And they going, how is everybody over there? Is everybody okay? You know, we got to build the Earth. We only have a couple of days to build the Earth before the humans come. And they were building the Earth. And building the Earth. They built this city. They built this city on rock and roll. And then, when it was no good anymore, they cut it up into parts and they threw it back into the sky. And they cut up new cities and put more oil into the ground and built another world. Billions of years old, where we are, nah, maybe 10, 15, 20,000, just like the Mayans say. But Earth is not old. How would I know? I'm a scientist of thought. I am a scientist of the better understanding of a vision of what I see. What do you think? Am I wrong? Am I right? I am just the carrier of the torch to pass it on to the next, as long as we bring in what will extend, which will extend life on Earth. In habitable life or habitable life? Earth is only as old as it might be. There's a good chance if God did build this planet, what do you think? He kept it here for millions of years and we didn't empty the oil out? That it took us 100 years to figure out all this science, but it took 100,000 years to get to the science? Something's going on. I just heard a little story coming out of Israel, and it has to do all about the oil. Don't you think that the price of oil is 10 times its actual value? Oil should only be $10 a barrel. Nothing should ever go higher than 10, otherwise we have to offset the scales. I got 5 fingers here and 5 fingers here. One is for the profit, one is for the debt. I do the same thing on my toes, 5 and 5. One is for the profit, one is for the debt. I still have 5 fingers so I can lose 5. I still got 5 fingers so I can get 5. But you ain't going anywhere else other than that. It's 5 and 5, of 5 and 5, of 5 and 5. It's just like 101 computer science. You know why numbers 6 and 0 are the same? Because when you go to 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, and you go to 5, 5, 6, 5, 6, it's the same thing. One, you're at the corner. The other one, you're at the train station. 0, how can we do this? 0's on both sides. I am in between. I'm number 5. If I go to this side of me, okay, I am number 6. If I go to this side of me, I am number 6. 5, 1, 5, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 3 and 4 on the dice, Earth and Mars. 5, 1, 5, 1. 74 plus 77 equals 151. 74 times 24 is 1776. 47 times 33 of Christ. The 3 and 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The 5 position, the 4 position, the 3 position, the 2 position, the 2 position, the 3 position, the 4 position, the 5 position, the 5 position, the 4 position, the 3 position, the 2 position, the 1 position, the 2 position, the 0 position, the 1 position, the 2 position. 21, 0, 12. 12, 21. The Monopoly game is the only way to go. This is all you're going to do in Monopoly. Either you're going to go this way, or you're going to go this way, or you're going to go this way. And this little piggy came all the way home. Does anybody know what it says to be subterranean? Well, hold on a second. I think I'm going to die. Oh, yes, I'm dying. Oh, I'm dead. Well, hold on a second. They're digging a hole. They're going to put me 6 feet down. Subterranean. When do I die? When the sun goes down. How do we figure that out? When into the world we come, 1 times 4, 1 plus 4 equals 54, which is 9 times 6. 9 is the actual 7th, which brings you to the 7th gate, is 7 times 6 equals 42. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Universe, E-I-E-I-O, 1776 Einstein, 59-3959, 95 Neptune. I think I'll just brush back my hair because the light has burnt out the rest. The only reason I think the women keep their hair, because their light is inside of their eggs. And they have to work twice as hard. And they have bigger bubbles in their skin, the women. And they have to work twice as hard to get their brains from up here and to down to you know where. Right? There's a whole reason for the sexual differences in the two. It's how we support the matter of thought. Jesus Christ, number 33, times his name 74, in which Christ is 77, equals 151, multiplied 47 time by 33, the 3 sides of minus 3 and plus 3, 303, which is the same as 606, in which becomes 404, which is the time we're in right now. Do you know why? Because the opposition of each number and the connection within each number, right off the serial numbers of any phone, the position of any number on any phone, 303 and 404 makes 707. You brought it to the 7 world. It's a whole world where the 7th world, the 7th gate works. You want the 7th gate to work? You want to understand the 9. But after that, you come into life. It's only within the 9, which goes to the 0, which is 10, because automatically 10, 11, 12. Monopoly is like that. The minute you start on go, you're on 1. But you've come to 40, which is behind you, which is 401 and 10-4. 10-4, 14, October 14th, October 4th this year are all those numbers. 57, 75 in the Hebrew count. 57 times each other makes 35 and 12, which equals to 47, which counts for 51 Mars of the 62 Queen. What does it mean, the Queen of Mars? What does that mean, the Queen of Mars, when Mars is 404, 303? It's not the Queen of England, okay? Somehow we have to replicate everything in this world, and there's a very good chance, and I'm just hoping, because the color of Africa and the color of Canadian money stands out, basically, in my knowledge, because of the Queen. Now, whether somebody slipped in underneath her, whether she has lost it and has gone the other way, she somehow has, because of what she owns in land, okay, she, and if it's not she, it'll be another, has to be evil versus good. Who is evil? I'm not sure. I don't know. Who is good? I don't know either. I don't know any of the two. But I do know if there's good, there is evil. Because if they were all evil, they'd all be good. Because no one would think they're evil. They'll all be fighting for the self. They all think it's a reality of the truth to be the way they are. So when you come to a corner, 10, 11, 12, JKL, we have to understand that 9 connects to 10, connects to 11, 11 connects to 12, which is like tying a rope, tying your boat, in which is like this. 9I, A, B, C, D, E, F. D, E, F is on the 3 key. D, E, F, C, D, E, F. That's when it all begins. C is when it all begins. So now what you have to say is C, D, A, B, C, D, E, F. D, E, F under the 3 key for the federation. D, E, F under number 3 for creation. G, H, I, okay? And then when you come to the 5 key, okay, it's J, K, L. 10, 11, 12. One before the corner, one at visiting jail, and one after the corner. I think it's St. Charles, and I think it's Vermont. I'm not sure. Could be Connecticut. Could not be St. Charles, but it's not Virginia. Okay? These are the 3 on corners on the first part of Monopoly. The second was Kentucky, New York, and free parking. Then it happens to be, if I can remember correctly, it's Marvin Gardens, go to jail. And the next one is not Pennsylvania. It's not North Carolina, but it is the Pacific. Pacific and Marvin Gardens touch when you end up going to jail. The other corner that you get at the end is number 41 in my last video, is which brings you to the Mediterranean or subterranean. It's the 41 for Area 42 and Area 41. It brings you into life and takes away your life. Being the second position, okay, Monopoly, into the B world. It's number 42, which is the first time you can get number 42, which brings you to the 6, 7, and 8, 21, the cube within your mind. The first time you start to think is the Mediterranean. And when you quit thinking, it's the 41 times around the board. With into life you come and out the door you go. Thank you very much, Raphael 7286 from the constellation of Pegasus. Before I go, I just want to go over one thing. 1W, 2E, 3R. 3R, that's 54. 2E, that's 10. 1W, that's number 23. 23, 10 is 33. 33 and 54 is 87. That's just starting your thinking pattern. 4 times S, okay, is 19 times 4 is 76. The spirit is 76 inside 4. 4, 7, and 6. What'd you say? 4, 7, and 6. What'd you say? 4S, 7, and 6. The 4th letter is a D. The 7th letter is a G. And the 6th letter is an O. Can you spell the word? G-O-D-D-O-G. The God dog, barking out the orders. Seems like we're the God on this earth, and it's through Mars that the orders get barked out within our own minds. Or it could be us who are the dogs, taking orders from the master, which is the computer of Matrix. Now my question comes, is there any evil involved? Is this a spiritual thing of the way life should go? 5 times, okay, I'm going to turn around and check to make sure what it is. It's a D. There's S and D. Since S and D are together, you can just say it's sad. You know why? Because the first letter is an A and it's the star key, because that's where the angel is. The dog pound is the G. See this over here, the number sign? It's the number 3 on your keyboard. It's 7 here. It's G. It's the number sign for the creation of the 7th gate. That's the 7th gate through Mars. Then on the 6th is the F. F is 6. It's on the 6. 6 times 6 is 36. Creation of 6, 6, and 6. On the bottom to the 7 key, the 7 key is the 7. The 7 days a week of 26 hours a day, because the dog gets to have 2 more hours because of Venus. 168 and 14 is 182. 91 and 91, spade heart, time heaven. The 8 and the X, because the 9 lives of the cat sits in the 9th position, but there's only 8 because the life you live of your thought, thinking pattern, and the matrix mind that turns around. It turns around 1, there's 8 times 45 degrees. 8 by 24 is 160 and 32 is 192. Now do this. 7 times 26. 7 times 20 is 140. 7 times 6 is 42 is 182. 8 times 24. 8 times 20 is 160. 8 by 4 is 32 is 192. 182. 192 is 96 and 96. 96 is 48. And this is where we are right now in life. We're in the last part. And the 9 key, if you look over here, it's a C. That's 27 red. So 9 gets 3 equals 39. Same pattern between 3, 6, and 9. 3, okay, times 5, times 18 is 54. 54 equals 9, it stays in this row. 6 by F, 36 equals 9, it stays in this row. 9 times 3, 27. 2 and 7 equals 9, it stays in this row. Win a big red dog. 1, 2, 3, 6, 9. Another thing I want to show you before I let it go. In the Greek language, you have this turned the other way. But this, if you take a look at your telephone and you use this, okay, this would be telling you number 7, bottom left-hand corner, top right-hand corner. The question is it being shaped like this? Or is it being shaped like this? Because if it's like this, it's the 5 in the center. You see the 2 cracks? If we were using the regular telephone, it would go 1 to 5 to 9. But if it was in between 1 and 5, what's in between 1 and 5? 3? Okay. What's in between 5 and 9? 7. 3 and 7? 7 and 3? 7 by 3? 7 plus 3. 7 plus 3 is 10x. 7 times 3 is 21u. Becomes 86 when they're together. 55 and 31. AC, part of AC/DC, part of 1776, because that's where this number will take you. Is there anything else? There's probably a lot more. There's a lot of stuff I've missed. There's a lot of stuff I haven't done. What I'm working on right now is going to be, I'm going to try and explain how every single number or letter in the alphabet in regular gematria, I can't go all over the place, but I will spread my wings within time. I will spread my wings. It'll happen naturally. Okay? I believe in the matrix system. I believe in the spiritual matrix system that brings to you what you go out and work for. What you end up with is the answer to the result. Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching the video with us. With us. Us, USA, 21 and 19. Inside the S is RR and R because everybody knows what it takes to get R, and there are 3 letters, so each letter has to share each of the other letter. So U has to go with S, and S goes with A, and A goes with U, and A and U is 22, and that's what it's all about. 22 and 19, 41, US and A, the initial count. Thank you.